Hey, what is up, everybody? Chuck here, and welcome to a very special All or Nothing live commentary. The reason it is special is because our Patreon has officially hit our first goal of $500 pledged per month, which means AoN live commentaries are officially returning. So here it is. Here's number one. We're going to be getting 5 per month, but here's the deal. It's a little misleading because right now a lot of people who have pledged more than they will do in future months. Like some people have pledged $100, $200, which is insane. Thank you, by the way. Johnny, aka Earbiter, Sebastian, aka Camp for the Win, and RJ. I love you guys. You are all way too supportive of me. But those will likely drop down in the coming months. So if you want to keep this series on my channel, literally anything from $1 to $5 to 10 to 20 helps. Anything over 20 will get you an SUK koozie, which I will be sending out later today. Basically, by the time you've seen this video, if you've pledged more than 20 or won one on my stream or whatever, you will have a koozie coming later this week. So look forward to that. Unless you live in Canada or wherever, Great Britain, wherever some of you guys live, those will probably take a little bit longer. Anyway, but thank you guys. I'm very humbled to have such a crazy group of people support me. Like it's insane. There are some days where I'll just sit there and think for like an hour. I will just sit there and be like, there's no way that these people support me. It's like it just doesn't make sense in my head. But I'm glad you guys love this series. I love it, so it's back. And basically everybody who has supported the Patreon, we're doing pretty well right now. Basically everybody who has supported the Patreon gets to vote on topics for future live commentaries. So, okay, are we just not going to die today? We may not have to die today. We might just live. Flawless would be nice. Oh, right in the fucking dough. Oh, no, we already died. Okay, never mind. Not a bad start, though. I'm going to mute him because I don't know what noises are coming from his mic because my TV's off. So, a couple topics we're going to be covering today. First things first, we're going to talk about wedding plans. Now, in case you guys did not know, Sarah and I have been engaged for about 3.5 months now. So we are in the wedding planning stages of our life, which is probably the most complicated thing in the world to plan. God, I could easily make an FSU. By the way, the next goal on the Patreon is if we hit 1,000 per month, then the FSU series or the Trolltage series will be returning on a monthly basis. I think this is an FSU right here. I think I just made one. I think we're at 950 and nobody else is at 200. That's pretty ridiculous. That throws it back a little bit. That's impressive even to me. I don't normally impress myself. Gee. Okay, the music's a little loud. I am playing music in the background just because I like to... Here, let me play something different. I just enjoy having music on in the background. I used to, if you guys remember my old live commentaries, I would always have music playing, and sometimes it would be so loud that you could kind of hear background music the entire time. But I don't like... There it is. Fuck me, there was a chair there. I don't like throwing background music in because I feel like it's distracting. So if you can hear it, it'll be very low, but you probably shouldn't be able to hear it. Anyway, so that's our next goal is 1,000, and again, I don't expect that to happen. However, just know there's about 25-ish koozies available, maybe a little bit, 24 koozies probably. So basically, if you want to pledge 20 or more, don't worry, the koozies are still available. But shout out to everybody who's already helped it out. We're going to talk about a first topic, and I'm kind of going to tie it into my life right now. First topic is wedding plans. Okay, so we've been engaged for 3.5 months. Now, picking a wedding date, you would think would just be like, oh my god, when do we want to get married? It's not that simple. It's basically like, okay, when do we want to get married, but also, when will everybody else be able to come? Okay, let's plan it around a weekend that most people will be able to come. Oh, but wait, this person can't go. Let's pick another weekend. And my problem with wedding planning is it should be about me and Sarah. It should not be about anybody else's schedule. But unfortunately, because of the fact that we are born with relatives and friends and other things, you have to kind of take them into consideration, which kind of sucks, but it's life. So there's just so much plan, like even just picking a day. Like I used to think like wedding planning, like when I would watch movies, I'm trying to think of like Bridesmaids or any wedding planning movie. Like I'm always like that. It shouldn't be that difficult. Why are they having so much trouble picking a date or picking out their best men or whatever it is. It is that difficult. It is as difficult as they make it look in movies. There are so many moving parts. It's just a painful process. But one thing that I've noticed is that although it should be about Sarah and I find myself going through the guest list that we are planning on inviting to the wedding, and just realizing how many people I feel obligated to invite to my wedding, but wouldn't care if they didn't show up. Is that, I know that sounds terrible, but when you're sitting there, I mean, weddings aren't cheap. So it's not like you're not inviting them out to ice cream or McDonald's. You're inviting them out to some pretty fancy shit. Not fancy. Ours is going to be a pretty like contemporary, modern type deal. It won't be like crazy ball gown. I mean, Sarah will have a wedding dress, but it won't be like, I don't know. I don't think we'll have like a live orchestra or anything like that in some fancy, beautiful church. But we already have our venue booked, and it's pretty cool. It's like not a rustic look. It's very, very modern, which I think fits us well because I'm not an ordinary person. I don't follow traditional paths in life. Hence why I'm using a Patreon to make AoN live commentaries on YouTube. I don't live a normal life. Anyway, but yeah, I found myself going through the guest list. God, I love doing these live commentaries. Thank you guys. Honestly, the support is ridiculous. The fact that we hit our goal, it's still shocking to me. I'm sorry if you guys can hear this music. I'm actually going to switch it up. I've been really into this group called Dan and Drum. They only have 2,200 followers on SoundCloud, but their music is stuff that, like, it's perfect for summer. So if you guys have, like, you get into summer moods where you only want to hear certain types of music, check out Dan and Drum. It's like an indie alternative pop. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's cool. I'm going to turn it up a tiny bit. Hopefully you guys can hear it. But it's good music, so it won't bother you, hopefully. So, yeah, I found myself going through the list and just seeing, like, even family members who I'm like, okay, I'm a very rational, calculated, analytical person, so I'm going through the list, and every single time, you know, we decide, okay, we're going to invite them to the wedding, I see myself, in my head, I'm like, okay, that's going to cost us, that whole family is going to cost us $180 or something like that. And I'm like, I do not get $180 worth of pleasure from them. Like, the economics major in me calculates everything like that. And there's so many family members that I just haven't seen in years, so why am I going out of my way to spend a bunch of money on that? If I didn't invite them, they wouldn't even know I got married. You know what I mean? It's a situation like that where I don't even stay in touch with a lot of my family members, especially after moving to Colorado. Can I hit somebody if they're on the corner? That'd be dope. Nope. I don't know what just hit me, but somebody with a way better connection than me. Oh, look at that. Are we in a UK lobby? Those are my favorite. Okay, no, they're really not my fucking favorite. At all. That was a good fucking map, too. I have an open NAT type. My internet is absolutely fucking flawless. I'm on a wired connection. No way I should be playing with a bunch of UK folks. Anyway, so I've got family members, and I'm just like, Sarah and I are sitting there, and I make my list, and she makes hers of who she wants to invite and who I want to invite, and it's just, like, I would be totally fine. Right now, we're looking at probably about 100 people at our wedding, although I would be fine if only about 50 of them showed up. And maybe that sounds, I don't know. Like, I know I have to invite family members because if I don't, I will, like, not tear my family apart, but definitely cause some tension. Like, if I ever want to go to a family Christmas gathering, sorry, I'm drinking coffee, and I'm burping in my mouth a lot. If I ever want to go to, like, a family Christmas party, I can't show my face if I don't invite them. And it's terrible, but that's how family is, and whatever. So it's just, for me, it's just worth it to bite the bullet. So if I ever want to go to a family gathering again, I won't feel awkward on Christmas. Anyway, yeah, it's a complicated process. We haven't even done, like, most of the planning besides booking the venue. That's basically all we've got so far. Photography, I'm not even sure about photography. I've got family members who do professional photography. However, I almost want no, I'm not even going to say that. I don't know. Like, sometimes when I look at wedding photography, I'm like, that's just so boring. Why are people shelling out, like, $800 for somebody to take boring-ass pictures? I could set up a tripod. Hell, I could live stream the goddamn thing and come up with some pretty cool pictures. So, still not sure about photography. I don't think we're going to do videography. I don't know. Honeymoon is another thing. I'm honestly way more excited about honeymoons. Hold on, I have to text Sarah. She's coming home from work, but I want to tell her to not bother me because I'm doing... Oh, I thought he hit me with that knife. I was like, what? What kind of crazy bank shot was that?
Don't shoot me.
Hold up.
Nice dog today.
Alright, we're good. And we are at 100. I don't like this connection. I'm just going to check just to make myself feel better because I feel like there's no way this is a US connection. Okay, I was right. I mean, normally when I assume things, people are like, you just like to complain. No, I'm literally playing with people on a different fucking continent in a game mode based off of connection. And as you can see last game, I'm a little bit better than 2 kills. I do... There's no... Okay, number one, there's no way he jumped over me and somehow got back in front of me. Anyway, we are killing it right now at 3 and 7. So, go Chuck. Your shit. Your kill cam would have been bad. Anyway, Marcus. God damn, this thing with my monitor, it gets really fuzzy. Anyway, so enough about the wedding talk. I don't know what else there is to really discuss about it. Like, we're still so early. Wedding date is going to be April 2018. No, May 2018, actually. Sorry, May 2018. God, Sarah would kill me if she knew I didn't know the date. Did I just get... Oh, the dude got hit with a D4, it looks like. Somebody was throwing like 8 of them. I think he had a friend feeding him, which is always dope, because nobody's ever seen that kill cam before. But I guess it's better than what I got, so props to you, WSX Blades, mate. Drink some tea type deal. Anyway... So yeah, May is what we're looking at for the wedding date. Now, there's a lot of people also... I was trying to get to this point earlier. Basically, and this is what it was like leading me into like tying it into my current life right now with the wedding planning. Basically, I've learned how to very effectively remove negative... I'm typing right now. Remove negative energy from my life. That sounds really, 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 like, philosophical, but I promise you I'm not trying to sound like I'm fucking Jesus. Because I don't... Jesus is dead, and I wouldn't fuck him because I'm straight. But, like, I used to have this problem. I'm going to go through my iTunes. I got to find a good song. I might play some Hey Ma by Cameron. It might be loud. Hold up. Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit. But I've gotten really good at... like zoning people out or just tuning people out who bring negative energy into my life. And it's like when I first started YouTube, I had a pretty negative attitude. I complained about a lot of things. I was negative towards people. I was mean. I was an angry person. But the older I get, the more I realize that my life is so much better if I don't have people in it that are constantly either A, trying to like put like a damper on my mood, like even if they don't do it intentionally and it's just their personality, it doesn't, to me it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. If you bring some sort of negative outlook into my life, I don't need you in my life. Like I want to surround myself with people who think positively and openly. And there's some people, like, I used to not be able to do it on YouTube. Like, people would leave a negative comment and it would bother me for days or weeks. But now I'm just like, I don't care. If that's how you feel, I mean, there's so many other people who feel differently that, fuck you, I don't need you in my life. And that sounds really cliche, but when you learned how to do that, I'm telling you right now, your happiness will improve. You will be a much happier person when you get rid of the toxic people in your life. And a lot of people they don't think they're toxic. That's just because it's their personality. So they don't. Anyway, I was trying to tie it into to the point where I don't care if it wasn't for me having to show up to family gatherings. There are some family members I wouldn't invite to my wedding. For a multitude of reasons. Not just because I don't like them. It's just because if I don't stay in touch with you, why should I care if you're at my wedding? I don't know. So that was that. And I thought about it a while, and I've ultimately decided to invite a whole bunch of people I don't really want there. But that's how it works. So the next thing that we want to talk about, Call of Duty 2017. Oh boy. Now this could be a topic that this dude. Okay, all right. Well, fuck you. So rumor has it, I believe it's actually been confirmed, that Call of Duty 2017 is going to be a World War II. Although it would be more fitting if it was World War III, a World War II game. Now, as excited as I am about that, Call of Duty in general, the new games, it's almost. I'm trying to think of a comparison. It's almost like, oh god, how do you even? Okay, no, that's not a good comparison. Basically, when they release the game, they release it how everybody wants it. Their base face value package that they send out in the original form of the game. You know, normally when they first release a Call of Duty, there aren't microtransactions, there aren't ridiculous DLCs, blah 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 blah. Everything's perfect for at least a couple days until you start hearing rumors of like bringing a frisbee launcher as a DLC weapon. Black Ops 3. Although that weapon's dope. It's a dope weapon. I'm actually not doing awful for being on a different continent's connection. Just not great. Oh, Marcus, I was talking shit about him earlier. Now he's got SLK in his client tag. I don't think I was talking shit. I was just making fun of his connection. God damn it. What is the next song? Tongue Tied by Group Love. What a jam. All right, everybody. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, I needed that kill. Thank you, Marcus. That's what you get for being host. I should probably mute you. And it's not because I hate you. I promise. You're not like my family members that I don't want to invite to my wedding. You just talk, and I can't hear if you're very loud or not. So I mute you to be safe. Anyway. All right. Well, just keep running. Okay, that didn't work. That's just sweet. So the whole COD 2017 thing. I feel like when they released it to please everybody up front, but they don't care if people don't like the game 3 weeks later. As long as they buy that goddamn game and they can squeeze in as much post-launch transactions, that's what they're all about. They want to please you right away. They want to trick you into buying the game. So their trick is going to be, hey, boots on the ground, everybody buy it. We're throwing it back to our roots. World War II, it's going to be OG, classic. But you know damn well, a month into the game, there's going to be a heroin camo. There's going to be like I don't even fucking know. A whole bunch of shit that people are going to look at it and be like, why is this in a Call of Duty? But it doesn't matter because they've already sold the game to you. So as much as I'm excited and I'm glad to be getting away from the boots on the ground stuff, you know what? I shouldn't have a negative outlook on it because it could be a really, really, really good game. As long as... Wait, is it Sledgehammer making it? Never mind, I take that back. Advanced Warfare is probably the worst Call of Duty I've ever played. Even worse than Ghost. Like, looking back on it, Ghost was bad, but at least it felt like a Call of Duty. I played Advanced Warfare and it did not feel like a Call of Duty. I don't even know what it felt like. Something different. Fucking Titanfall or something. Anyway, now we are on an Antarctica connection, or what's the deal here? Oh, nope, just a different UK member has taken host. At least we got a good game in right away. My warm-up game, once again, I started off 12-0 and died. I was actually at 12-0. I had 12 kills before anybody else had 2, which is kind of funny. Because that's just domination. Like, you are literally murdering the entire lobby. Especially when you get in a lobby without people who are, like, YouTubers making video montages type deal. You can fuck them up and just roll through them like they're nothing. And that's what I was doing. But am I excited about COD 2017? Of course. I'm always excited. Although for Infinite Warfare I wasn't. That was the first time that I was not excited for a Call of Duty. Modern Warfare Remastered is great, and honestly, that prop hunt game mode, and I kind of find that gun game mode they put in there, the variation with all the rocket launchers and stuff like that. I found that to be pretty entertaining, actually. But Prop Hunt needs to be brought back into that game. I do like Modern Warfare Remastered. COD 4 is one of my favorites. I probably put like 75 total days played on the original COD 4. There's so much nostalgia tied to that game for me that I had to enjoy Modern Warfare Remastered, and I did. But then again, that game was bare bones. There really isn't much to that game. Like the cool thing about some of the new games is that they have these large kill streaks that encourage you to keep playing until you get them. With Modern Warfare Remastered, you got a helicopter at 7, and that's it. So there's really not much incentive to play over and over. Like back when I played over and over, the reason it was because all of my friends in high school, we would come home and immediately hop on and play Team Tactical, and just mess with people and go on winning streaks and stuff like that. But that I don't get into that anymore as much. So shit. Okay, fuck me in the ass. So I'm excited about it, but it's not. My dream game right now. Everybody watching this, if you're still watching, by the way, you are an absolute trooper. But my dream. How does that make any fucking sense? Oh, because it's goddamn Marcus, who's on a 9-bar. It's okay. How's it going? What do you have to do at lunch?
We're doing a meeting.
And then what? What's your dress comfortably thing?
I don't know.
Oh God, you guys are gonna go fucking do yoga or something? You think you're going on that hike and it's a trick?
No.
Oh.
I guess the won't really fit here.
What are you trying to do?
The weed?
You have to ship it out right now?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Well, I'm going with my
Oh.
father. Okay.
I love you.
Come on.
Are you gonna be home before 5?
I have no clue, babe.
All right. Well, have fun.
Is this Uncle Pin?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I wasn't even watching. I got distracted. I'm sorry. You gotta take Oliver out of here. I love you. Bye. So I'm excited about COD 2017. But there hasn't been a game that's caught my attention for more than a couple months since Black Ops 3. I guess I played it once I got in that Dark Matter grind. I played that one pretty hardcore for about four months. I probably played it until about March, and then I was done. Infinite Warfare, I played for literally like a week, if that. And I convinced myself I liked the game just to go for camos like I did in Black Ops 3, but I didn't like the game, so I stopped doing that. What else about COD 2017? Number one, I don't think World War II is the most entertaining genre for a video game. It'll be cool, it'll be classic. However, my dream game, I want to get back to this, would be probably not what you think. It would be a Modern Warfare 2 remastered with All or Nothing, or Modern Warfare 3 remastered with Modern Warfare 2 maps. My favorite maps out of any game of all time, Modern Warfare 2. You cannot disagree with it. Those maps were perfect. There was High Rise, Terminal, Karachi, Favela, Skid Row was an incredible one. Rundown, Derail. So many good maps in Modern Warfare 2. That game is really underrated, and I think the reason is because of all the noob tubing and all the one-man army, danger close type stuff. And I used to do that too with nukes. And I remember senior year. I'm really sick, by the way. If anybody wants to play All or Nothing and you don't live on a different fucking continent, please let me know. Follow me on Twitter or message me or send me a friend request or whatever. And I'll post on my Patreon when I'm playing, so then anybody can join who's supported the Patreon. I feel like that's a pretty good way to do it. Because only people who've supported it can wait. How did he just? Oh wait, there's multiple people up here. Okay, let's get this one first, and then let's get. Are you? There's no way. Fuck him. All right, he's from France, so that doesn't even. He has a better connection than I do, and he's on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, there's not even enough lobbies. I'm leaving this fucking one, though. I don't care. There better be another lobby. How many people are on here? Last time we started, there were 20. Now there are 24. And I'm going to be putting that same one, aren't I? That same fucking one. Please don't do it. 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 So yeah, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I think it had the best guns. It definitely had the best maps. It had the best look. It had the best feel. Modern Warfare 3 had the best game modes when they brought Infected, One in the Chamber, All or Nothing. So many good game modes in Modern Warfare 3. Okay, we got some Lil Wayne playing in the background. Let's play Walking on the Sun. Nope, never mind. We're not going to play that. I don't know why people make fun of Smash Mouth. I don't get it. I'm gonna play some Luda. This is my favorite song right now. #1 spot. I actually changed it. It's one of the alerts on my stream now, and I've just been hooked on it ever since. I was like, oh, you know what? I should use this #1 spot. Yeah, that'll make sense. You're a bitch, Tanner. You're a fucking bitch. MLG. You got MLG fucking No, see, I leave those lobbies. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry for rage quitting so many fucking lobbies, but it's getting ridiculous. Anyway, 24 people still. Let's do this. Let's play a game of Infected, and we'll wait until... I'm opening a Coke right now, so if you hear an explosion, I'm not living in Syria. I'm still here. God, I love Coke. The soda, not the powder. 56 seconds, and I'm last. So let's go ahead and just put that there. And this fucking sucks. Mo. What? How are you supposed to survive Infected? I feel like it is the most difficult. Like on a map like Dome, unless you're in a glitch, like how do you survive 17 fucking people running at you? I think what they needed to do is maybe flash the radar with 10 seconds left rather than with like, I think it does it with like a minute. Yeah, not cool. Anyway, maybe I'll just play another game of Infected. Now, if you guys ever want me to play a different game other than Modern Warfare 3, like if you want to see me do a Modern Warfare 2 sniping live commentary, you know I'd be all over that. So just let me know. Just let me know. Obviously, and I hate repeating this over and over, but if you are a Patreon supporter and you're like, yo, I want to watch you play Modern Warfare 2, I'm going to play Modern Warfare 2. I love that game. So just let me know, you know. It's basically supposed to be kind of controlled by you guys, this entire process. So just keep that in mind. You guys get to kind of DJ my content every once in a while. Now the next topic that I had requested I talk about are cars, and that's a very, very, very broad topic. It's very broad. However, I will talk about it anyway, because as many of you guys know, actually, probably most of you don't know, but I did buy a new car. And I had my old car. It was a BMW 650. I bought that car in 2000. Watch me be first. Last time we played Infected on Terminal, I was first. So I'm just getting ready for it. Of course, he was right fucking next to me. I knew it was going to be him. But so I had my old car. It was a black BMW 650. I bought it when I was 19, I believe. No, 20. 19 or 20. It was after my sophomore year of college I bought it. Yep, before my junior year. So that was a while. I've owned it for a while. But it was getting to the point. I mean, I still love the car. It's beautiful. It's actually for sale right now. So if anyone wants to buy it, go buy it. Go help out the dealer that gave me a pretty good deal on my new car. I loved that car. That was a car that I will never forget. It was my first car. I don't think many people are fortunate enough to buy that special of a car for their first car. A lot of people start off with like a Dodge Neon or a used Camry, and I had a beautiful BMW. But I love the car. But it was time to get rid of it. I mean, it was at 99,000 miles. And once you get to 100,000, it becomes really, really hard to get a good deal reselling your car. So I was like, you know what? When you own a BMW, service starts to get complicated past 100,000. A lot of things are supposed to be fixed or checked on around that point. This is ridiculous. Okay, thank God somebody else died. So I got rid of it. Now that car had 300. Now this is going to be the purpose of the entire car talk. Okay. I have this weird thing. I tell myself that I need to basically. Oh, fucking ass teammate. That I basically need to always upgrade my car in terms of horsepower, because I don't think I would be happy with a car with less horsepower, because I like driving fast. Although once you get to a certain point, a certain level of horsepower and 0 to 60 time and whatever, it's overkill, because I mean, in normal driving, unless you're taking it to the track, in which case that's dope, but you're on a track by yourself, it doesn't. The track thing doesn't appeal to me, and I know I'm alone on that. But like there comes a point where it isn't worth it to have a car with more horsepower. It just becomes a waste of money. However, oh, eat a dick. However, typical me leading the game in kills. So I upgraded from a 650 with 360 horsepower to a BMW X6M. Now, that car is an absolute tank, and it's very hit or miss. There's a lot of people who think that that's the ugliest car ever made, and there's a lot of people who, like me, just think of it as one of the coolest things they've ever witnessed. And I love it. I think it's a beautiful car. 550 horsepower. Actually, it might be 555. Right now, I'm struggling to think of it. I'm pretty sure it's 550. No, I'm pretty sure it's 555. I think it's 555. 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. When I say about, some people have clocked it as fast as 3.7, some as slow as like 4.2. Regardless, that's really fucking fast for a car that literally looks like a tank. It's gigantic, but it's a beautiful car, so if you haven't seen it, I will be making a video on it, but, oh, look at this shit. You're a fucking slut. You're a fucking slut. Where the fuck did he go? Who fucking boosts in Call? You have to be the biggest loser in the world to not only boost in Call of Duty, but to boost in such an old ass game. I'm pretty sure you can. Maybe not. Oh, we are so fucked. We are so fucked. And the problem with this is that if this dude doesn't know how to get up there, he can just block it off for the rest of the game. There's got to be, like, his lugs got to stick through here or something. Infected, honestly, if you don't have a good all or nothing lobby, I think from now on the rule will be, if we're playing Modern Warfare 3, that I'm just going to play Infected. How many are up here, by the way? Just one? Just that one dude? That means... Oh, is there oh, shit. You see this guy? Swear to God, there was somebody back here. Although, is he back here? I swear to God, I just saw somebody crouched over here. Am I imagining that? Okay, I'm a fucking idiot. I think there was somebody back there, though. I know you can get in that little fenced-off thing, but I don't know where he was. Oh, Jesus. Really? There was someone in Burger Town and we never fucking got to him? What a terrible team we have. Okay, we're going to do it again. This is addicting. In fact, it's addicting. So I'll be making a video on my car, and I don't want it to be, like, cheesy. I hate that. There's one thing I hate about when YouTubers buy cars. Please don't think of me as, I'm a regular person. I bought a car because I work hard and I love cars, and I didn't buy it to keep up with the Joneses. Like, I see a lot of YouTubers who are buying a new car every like 6 months. Maybe they're leasing it. I don't know what they're doing, but they'll be like, "Yo, just got this new Range Rover. Sick, gonna get it wrapped in digital camo, fam, and we're gonna make it glow in the dark." That's just, you are a fucking moron. Stop it. Just stop it. That's stupid. Don't do that. I'm not one to judge, but don't do that. That's stupid. And they do it to, like, show off for their fans. I did it because this is a car I went back through my tweets because I was like, you know what? I've wanted this car for a while. I went back through my tweets and I've been tweeting about getting an X6M for like 4 years. So it's been a long time coming. It's not like one that I was like, yo, Designer made a song called Panda and it's got an X6 in it and I want to be like Designer. I want to have Tourette's and rap. I wouldn't even call him a rapper, to be honest. Anyway, I hate the stigma associated with YouTubers buying cars because half of them end up wrapping their car around a pole or a tree, and it's because they probably have never driven. Number one, I feel like most YouTubers, their first car is like a Ferrari. Not most, but there's some, and you're just like, oh, I feel bad for that fucking car. But I just felt like it was time for an upgrade for me. So I went with the a white X6. It's blacked out. It's gorgeous. But there's some things I want to do on it before I make a video on it. Now, it was used because the car brand new is $100,000, and I know better than to buy a $100,000 car brand new. I know how quickly they depreciate, especially when you buy one with a bigger engine. It's got a twin turbo, and when you buy one with a bigger engine, the resale value, I mean, it sells up front, brand new, for a lot more, and they seem to depreciate a little bit quicker. So, went with the used one, because I have a little bit of sense in me. Although that car doesn't seem practical, it is kind of practical. Like, it's useful for me. I've never had a car with 4 doors. And you don't know how exciting it is to have a car that I can, like, if I go grocery shopping, I don't have to put them in the trunk with my golf clubs. So, very exciting purchase for me. But there are some things I need to do. It's got a white interior. Now, the woman who owned my car before me, it was a woman. She didn't, it's kind of, I don't want to say tricked out, because that makes me think of, like, West Coast Customs, MTV, Pimp My Ride. But, so it has 22-inch rims. I've never driven a car with 22-inch rims, and it's kind of difficult to drive. I feel like I might want to go down a rim size. I don't know if any of you guys have had a car with rims that big, but it can be difficult, especially when it comes to replacing them, because the car has staggered wheels. Now, in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, basically what that means is the rear end of my car has fenders that stick out of the car. So if I didn't get staggered wheels, which means you've got 2 different sizes in the front and in the back, it would look goofy. You want to have bigger, wider tires and wheels in the back than you do in the front to fit the fenders and for track, whatever. But finding them, like, I literally have a mixture of tires on my car. They're all the same tire, but they're different sizes, that they don't even sell anymore. So it's such a difficult process, but I want to get everything fixed up before I make a video on it, because if I'm proud of something, it was kind of like my setup video. Like, my setup video, I waited like a month and a half to just put the tiniest finishing touches on it before uploading it and recording it, because I just, like, if I'm going to showcase something, I want it to look good. I don't want it to be a half-ass type thing. What the fuck are we lagging our ass off for? I think it's funny when people leave because they're infected. Look, you guys are totally going to make it all the way to the end. I can tell. That strategy's never, ever not paid off. Everybody stand in what? Yep. Okay. Alright, so this dude's going to come around this fucking corner and eat my fucking claymore. I'm calling it. Alright, so my claymore didn't fucking go off and kill Derpinator 2000. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You know what? That's fine. I'm fine with that. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I'm ready for this. Bitch ass slut. Jesus. I just want to kill somebody with their own claymore. Oh my god. No. It's frustrating because I feel like once again I'm on a different continent's connection. But whatever. I won't complain too much. I knifed you! You hadn't even fired your gun before I fucking had a knife in your chest. But you know what? That's life. Okay, so I'm just gonna deal with it. I should turn this down. All I do is win. All I do is win is probably one of the... Are you kidding me? It's probably one of the loudest songs on my iTunes, so you guys can probably hear it in the background. So the things that okay, I was talking about the previous owner of my car was a woman. She was a realtor. And realtors, in general, I apologize if any of you guys are realtors out there and you do not fit this stereotype that I'm about to unleash on you. There's a guy right here. However, that should have hit. I mean, I'm not trying to trick shot, but that should... Fuck you in the ass. They seem to be a little bit more concerned about their appearance because it's part of their job to kind of come off as smart and wealthy and attractive. I feel like that's what a lot of realtors are about. However, the previous owner, I have white interior on my car, but it seems like the previous owner had a thing for self-tan, spray tan shit. So the white seats have a little bit of a spray tan look to them. That's something I'm trying to fix right now. There's also just a couple other minor cosmetic things I want to be perfected before I make a video. So you'll see it, you'll hear it. My last car wasn't an M. It was just a regular 650. But having an M is just, oh god. Now, there is I kind of feel invincible on the road with this car. However, I'm not. There is one car who I encountered that kind of blew me out of the water when I tried to race them, and it was a E63 AMG S Mercedes. They go 0 to 60 in like 3 point something, 3.2, 3.3. They're quick. Money. This is embarrassing. This is really fucking embarrassing because I'm supposed to be good at this. We only have 4 people, and their entire fucking team is down there. Yet I can't land any of these fucking knives. My only option is to... What is my only option? Can I go in this? Should I try this? Like, is this a thing? God damn it, man. This shit's so frustrating. One of these has to land, or are they just... Like, we've been throwing knives at these same dudes who haven't... Thank fuck. Okay? Fuck that guy. Look at these fuckers in the corner. I'm eating your ass. Oh, really? You're gonna do that? Okay, that's it. 4 and 17, about to be fucking 4 and 18, bitch. Look at you, just standing there waiting to die. What are you doing? Oh my fucking god, you're a piece of shit. Getting our asses kicked is what we're doing. That should have banked right into somebody's fucking shin. Jesus Christ. That was pathetic. We have to do another game now. We have to do another one. Oh, damn it. God damn it, man. So, what was I talking about? The car. Yeah, I gotta fix the interior. I applied this leather rejuvenator thing that makes the leather really sticky, and I gotta leave it on for about a day. It's been on there for about a day as of right now, me recording this, and then I've gotta clean it after, and it's a long process, but it's a beautiful car. I got a good deal on it. Yeah, the one car that I could not outgun was the E63 AMG S. That was quick. Now, I've obviously never come in contact with a GTR while in this car. And some Corvettes are kind of misleading because some of them look really fast, but they're just like the standard Corvette, and they're just not. I mean, they're fast, but they're not blow you out of your fucking shoes fast. Same thing with Mustangs. What I've learned about Mustangs is that people are way more into trying to make their Mustangs sound like a diesel pickup truck than making it actually go fast. God, yeah, let's go over some car stereotypes. You guys ready for this? This will be fun. If you're still listening to this, by the way, please leave a comment. Last time we left a comment about raspberries, and a couple of you guys really struggled to spell that correctly, so I apologize for embarrassing you. But this time, we're going to comment about... everybody comment their dream car. If you've made it this far, and you leave a comment about your dream car, I know you're a legend. And I want you to give yourself a pat on the head. Pat yourself on the head like you're a fucking dog. If you're it, I'm gonna kill. Holy dick. I just trapped the dude in the corner and... Oh, that was just fucking mean. Mustang drivers. Now, I know every single car I'm about to name, I'm sure there's one of you who drives one or has a family member or friend who drives one, and you're going to be like, dude, I'm not like that. My friend's not like that. My family's not like that. You're an asshole. Okay. I've been on this planet for 24 years. I have experienced quite a few Mustang drivers and Mustangs. In general, it seems like all they care about is being obnoxiously loud. Every once in a while, if you come across like a Shelby that isn't tuned up after it doesn't have a weird custom exhaust on it and it's just super fucking fast and powerful, I have respect for that, okay? Most custom aftermarket exhaust on cars, I'm judging you. Especially, okay, now here's a controversial one. Eat a dick. Subarus, okay? Now, Subarus are incredibly popular here in Colorado. It's just like a hipster, not even hipster, because I look at most Subaru drivers and I'm like, you're not a hipster, you like driving a weed whacker. And they're to me, I know there's plenty of people who like them and there's plenty of people who hate my car, but to me, I think most Subarus are not good looking cars. Like there's some of them, everybody's like, oh, yo, check that one out. I'm like, what am I looking at? That's a regular sedan. Like what? So I don't Subaru drivers tend to be overly confident in their weed whackers. I don't know. I just don't like Subarus, and I think some of the drivers that I've met who drive Subarus I don't like either, and but there are some that look cool. Like there's the new, I don't even know what the model is, but there's a new one, and it's a more muscly looking car. But I think it's like one of their classic models. I just don't know. I just don't know what it's called. So, my apologies for being misinformed. Fuck you in the ass, Ricardo, for being misinformed. But there is one new one that I like, and they also make. I think it's Subaru who makes or is it not Subaru? It might be like a Hyundai. I don't even know. Hyundai, by the way, Hyundais used to be the ugliest cars there were, without a doubt. Ugliest, cheapest, shittiest looking cars ever. But Hyundai and Kia have stepped their game up. Like they now make cars that can compete in terms of interior quality, almost with like Mercedes and BMW. And sometimes they can blow them out of the water. It's just that I don't know. It's you must know if you're buying one. You're like, I'm trying to have a brand new Mercedes S-Class, but instead I'm driving a Kia. There's got to be like a little bit of like regret, like shit, I'm still driving a Kia. But they're cool looking cars. Some of them look really nice on the outside and look gorgeous on the inside. So Kia, I now have no problems with. We're gonna play All or Nothing after this, by the way. 4-20. So Kias and Hyundais, more power to you. Those are beautiful cars now. Coming from someone who will probably never buy one, I think that they're respectable cars. And Subarus too. There are some people who buy Subarus for different reasons. Like they seem like a really practical car. If you're getting like the 4-door hatchback thing, they seem really practical for living in like a snowy area with a family. That seems perfect because I think they're pretty cheap too. But what else do we have here? Audi. Oh, Audi drivers. I remember reading a study, or maybe I didn't read it. I think like my sister or something shared it with me. And it was basically, we're going to play Warm Thoughts by Flume, another incredible jam. Basically, people who drive Audi, men who drive Audis in general, although women are probably part of the study as well, are like 3 times more likely to have an affair or cheat on their significant other. So there's the stereotype for Audi drivers. If you ever see an Audi driver, just assume that they've probably cheated on their wife. And you can kind of tell, like Audi drivers just seem, I don't know. I don't know what it is. They that stereotype is accurate. Like, I just look at, they just seem, although there are some Audis I like, but like I don't know. Maybe I should stop talking about Audis, but it's a very douchey stereotype to them that is kind of correct. What else do we have here? Don't ever... no, I'm not going to say that. I like Jeeps. I do like Jeeps, but they're the most uncomfortable cars, loudest cars in the world. They just feel cheaply made, but some of them look really cool on the outside. The Rubicons look really cool. And I think those are always a four-door, although I could be wrong about that, but those are good-looking cars. If I ever had to buy a Jeep, like if I lived up in the mountains or something and I needed something that could handle driving through a snowstorm, I would probably go with a Jeep like that. But because my car apparently can't handle very well in the snow, I guess having 555... I need to end this. I need to figure out... Hold up. BMW X6M specs. I believe I want to say it's 555. I'll be embarrassed if I'm wrong. It's either 555 or 500, so... Or 555 or 550. 555 it is. Okay. Yeah, it's too much power. Wheels start spinning. They don't handle very well. I had the same problem in my last car, but that was because it was rear-wheel drive, which causes a whole bunch of issues in the winter. And having lived in only Wisconsin and Colorado, it was the two cars that I purchased have been not practical in the snow sense, but whatever. There is a very douchey stereotype attached to BMW drivers as well, and I will admit I'm not very good at parking. There's the BMW drivers are terrible parkers. Sometimes I will park, and this is I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I will park like an asshat to discourage people from parking next to me, because I don't. The nicer the car you have, the less likely you are to ding somebody else's car, because you either A, don't want your door getting dinged, or B, you know the pain of having a dinged car. I will not park to somebody who's got a 30-year-old car or full of rust and dings and dents and shit like that. And it's no offense to you. It's just that I don't think you understand. I don't think that driver understands that some cars are worth maintaining. What I'll do is I will either park like an ass. If there's not enough space available for me to park completely away from everybody, which I normally do, because as a car owner and somebody if you like wash your own car by hand and stuff like that, every time you wash your car, you find a new ding or a new scratch, and you're just like, when did that happen? But then once you start parking away from everybody, you realize that all happens a lot less frequently. So I don't park next to people, and if I have to, I'll park kind of like an idiot so nobody parks next to me. Because I don't trust other car drivers. There's no reason to trust them. I don't know them. And maybe that's selfish, but I especially hate parking next to pickup truck drivers because they have a tendency... Somebody please explain this to me. They have a tendency to back into every fucking parking spot they ever park in. Now, I've heard the excuse that it's a lot easier to get out of a parking spot if you're backed into it. But isn't it a lot harder to get into a parking spot by backing into it? Like, it's easier to get out, but it's harder to get in. Like, either way, I don't know. Either way, one of the ways is going to be hard. I've seen pickup truck drivers in our apartment complex, spend 8 minutes trying to back their car into a spot that it should not fit in. And I don't like parking next to people like that. Because, number one, those doors are gigantic. And you're so high up, I feel like you just have a distorted sense of space. So, anyway. I don't like parking next to people. I'm paranoid. I don't buy cars to fuck my ass. I don't buy cars to fuck my ass. We have to do another one now because I'm spoiling everything. This is gonna be an hour long. You guys got an hour long live commentary. Congratulations. Thank you, Chuck. You're welcome. I don't buy cars to get from point A to point B. I do it till I like looking at my own car. So if you ding it, I'm gonna be angry. Now, there's one time, actually, on my old car. I don't even know when it happened. I just noticed it one day out of the blue. But I posted a picture of it on Twitter, but I think it's gone by now. I had a weird dent above my license plate on the back of the car, and I was like, okay. I was trying to figure out what could cause that. And I broke it. It was either, there were two options. One of them was somebody pushed a cart into my fucking car. Somebody, by the way, if you leave carts in the middle of the fucking parking lot at like a Target, you're a shitty person. Put the damn cart away. Or tuck it up on a curb or something so it can't roll into a car. Please, for the love of God. Have some sense. Or it was a trailer hitch on the back of a truck. Or I guess it could have been a car, I don't know, but more likely a truck. Because it was like almost like a rounded dent, so it was either the angle, like the corner of a shopping cart, or the ball on a trailer hitch had hit my car. And I didn't find out who did it. Nobody left their insurance. It was pretty minor, but like that's enough for me to be like, all right, if people can do that and not feel guilty about it and not leave insurance or whatever, I'm not fucking parking next to anybody. So I just park like 8 spots away. It doesn't hurt either. Like, okay, if it's cold out, I won't normally park really far away. But if it's summer or spring or even fall, if it's nice out, I'm parking far away because I could use the fucking exercise. And I don't like stressing about random people in 30-year-old Toyotas dinging up my car. Nothing wrong with Toyotas, by the way. Probably the most reliable car out there. Easy to fucking maintain. Cheap. Good family haulers. So if you have a Toyota, I wasn't trying to talk shit about you. It's just that there's so many on the road that's most likely the culprit of most door dings and stuff like that. Okay. What? Wait, we need to just... Let's go flawless. Can we just... That is the most difficult thing to do in Call of Duty, is knife while you're running or jumping over something. Because it takes like 4 seconds for your body to recover before you can knife. But then it's too fucking late. Is somebody up here? What niggas don't believe in dreams? Jesus. Slow reaction time, Chuck. So again, if you are a Patreon supporter, I don't even know what to call you. I think there are a couple words. I can call you a pledge, although then it sounds like that dude had a knife in his fucking forehead. So don't trust him. He probably dings cards and leaves carts in the parking lot. If you are a Patreon supporter or a pledge or a patron, although patron doesn't sound right either. If you are any of the above, let me know what you would like me to talk about in the next live commentary. Anything. The more specific, the better. So if you just say life, talk about life. I don't know what the fuck to talk about. Give me something specific. Like, if you want me to talk about United kicking off a doctor on their flight because it was overbooked and he refused to get off, and they hauled him off, and he was bleeding. If you want to talk, like certain events like that, I will talk about gladly. Like I'm pretty opinionated when it comes to stuff like that. So. Anything. Just let me know. If anybody who's pledged or over $5 can vote and leave suggestions for future videos. So don't feel like you have to pledge $8,000 to do that, to be a part of this series. Literally anything helps. It really does. So look at this shit fuck. You're a shit fuck. Like there's no other word for somebody like you. Where the fuck is he? I'm leaving him alone. Who's already at 950? Boosted MZ3. That sounds like a Subaru that's got sideways rims. Sorry, I don't normally like talk shit about other cars. It's just, it sounds like a fucking no, it's a WRZ, right? Isn't that what it's called? WRX, I think. Fuck if I know. A lot of people, like when I go through my car picking out process, I've only done it twice. And to be honest, the first time I did it, I was stupid and young and didn't do any research into it, so I didn't really look for cars. I kind of just found one I liked and bought it. But people are like, why don't you get a GTR, dude? Why don't you get a fucking... If you want power, get a fucking used Corvette Stingray, dude. Or why don't you... if you're going to spend X amount of money on a car, why don't you get a cheap one and just tune it, bro? Get a super sick engine and put a lawnmower in the back. That's not my thing. I'd rather get something that's built well than have to tune it or find some. Like, Corvettes are beautiful. By the way, those brand new Corvettes, the white ones and the black ones with the black trim. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. But they're Corvettes and they're everywhere. Sorry, I'm believing that. And that's, to me, that's a turnoff. I don't like I haven't seen another X6M since I bought my car. I like having a car that not many other people have. I like to be different, I think, is what that boils down to. Anyway, we just hit an hour. I've been talking, not we. I've literally been talking to a screen for an hour. But I appreciate everybody. Let me make sure I didn't miss any topics. Once again, huge motherfucking shout out to Johnny, Sebastian, aka Camp for the Win, and RJ. If you've been in my streams on Twitch where I do a lot of Call of Duty stuff, you've probably seen them in there. They are awesome people. So if you ever see them in Twitch, just say thank you, because there's probably the reason you're watching this is definitely in large part to those three who combined have pledged over $400. So thank you to them. If anybody else wants to contribute, I will be sending out koozies all week. So if you are like, yo, I want to get one of those koozies, I'll actually put a picture on the screen right now. So if you're deciding, whatever, if you want one of those, I'll be going out every day to send them out. So I love you guys. If you enjoyed, I think it goes without saying, drop a like. If not, I apologize. I don't know why you were here for an hour and a minute, though, if you didn't enjoy any of it. That just seems psychotic. I don't know why you're still here. For the rest of you, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.